So I have a proposition for all of us human beings, including myself. I wanted to discuss the possibility of discarding the habit of calling people toxic. And I think words have value, and I think terminology has value to help you pinpoint a pattern, right? It was very helpful for me to learn about narcissism and the dynamic between the narcissist and the empath. But the truth is that what we experience in relationship is a holographic representation, a literal hologram of our internal relationship dynamics, of our relationship to ourselves, of the relationship between the male and the female, the mind and the emotion, the third chakra and the second chakra. So if you are embodying the energy of the unhealed empath, but you are attracting narcissists into your life, you probably have a third chakra, a mental body that beats up on the emotional body, that controls the emotional body, that shuts down the emotional body, that blames the emotional body, that treats the feeling body as a handicap, right? And then we wonder, like, why do we attract people who treat us like we're a burden, or make me feel like I'm the problem, or blame me for everything? Well, part of the blame is if I feel chronically guilty, I attract blame. The point is that if you realize that, like, what it really means to make space for the new by getting rid of the old and taking out the trash, what that really means is discarding the old versions of myself, the people pleaser, the one that cannot hold boundaries, which not holding a boundary is one of the biggest sources of chaos in your life. Could be. It has been such a source of chaos in my life, to the point that I've been assaulted. And I watched it happen because my my curriculum has been really about understanding things so that I can teach others. And I would watch myself, like, dishonor a boundary and have a bad result. And I'm not going to beat myself up for it anymore. I used to beat myself up for it, but I'm like, you know what? Okay. So the old me didn't honor my boundaries, so I attracted people who abused my boundaries and who didn't respect me, because that's what I was doing to myself. That's what I was doing. So I need to discard this version of myself. I need to get rid of that toxic version of myself. Now, once you do that, once you make the shift within yourself, sometimes it's holding a boundary, sometimes it's refraining from being so judgmental, sometimes it's being more willing to be in your heart and have healing conversations instead of creating space and pushing people away from you, creating space. In the Bible, it says that Satan is essentially, it's doubt, but it's also space. It's so important to me personally to end the day, right? If something happened between me and a person, like, I want to clear the air. I want to have a healing conversation. I want to close the space. I believe that's part of what it means to live from your heart, to lead with your heart, to lead with, like, I want to be close to you. I want to understand you. I want to forgive you. I want to forgive myself. Like, that's leading from the heart. But really, the point of why I turned the camera on this evening and wanted to talk about this is that I think it's a tragedy to treat people like trash, even people that have done horrendous things to you, right? Because the truth is that everything is an angel from the Creator trying to help you discard a virus in your soul, remove a blemish on your soul, trying to help you become the radiant being that you are in the physical world, by teaching you something, by helping you evolve. And that's priceless. That's not trash. That's not toxic. What's toxic was what you came into this world with, which is the impressions in your soul that magnetize experiences to you. The people that come to help you play out the drama are the angels that are helping you heal. So if you can even possibly blame someone, if you can even possibly, right, it's one thing to be reactive in a moment and like say something about someone, but then like at the end of the day, if you can really believe, if you could really blame somebody for something, like you didn't get the message, which is the whole point of this life. It's to embody our godness in this world. How can you do that unless you get the message that the creator is sending you? Is that trash? Is that toxic? The dynamic might be unhealthy. The person might be exhibiting behavior that's unhealthy. They might be stuck in an unconscious place. But there was enough magnetism to bring them to you in the first place. And also, like, yeah, there's a lot of like, there's a big culture around like discarding our past, talking crap about our past because we're getting rid of the old and manifesting what we truly want, what we deserve. It's like, yeah, but everything is one. So like on your journey to what is really true for you, on your journey to like your true desires, God sent you this angel and this angel and this angel to help you become a vessel that can hold the energy of what you want. If you are blaming someone for something, you didn't become the vessel for your desire. I hate to burst your bubble. You are on a trajectory to receive every type of fulfillment, from profession, purpose, like wealth, relationship, whatever it is for you, whatever that looks like for you. And on the journey, right, everything that is sent to me is to help me polish my vessel so that I can hold the energy of what I claim that I desire. A beautiful, meaningful, lifelong, respectful, appreciative, deep relationship. Well, guess what? Unless somebody comes to help me polish away my reactions and my my fear of abandonment, which makes me act chaotic, my self-doubts, like unless people show up in my life to help me polish my vessel, like I'm never going to be the vessel that can receive the thing that I want. So if you're like talking trash about your past, it's likely that you'll have to repeat the past. And you can right now, if you realize what actually happened, if you see beyond the 1%, if you see beyond the veil, and if you meditate upon what I'm speaking of, and you really contemplate, like, what was that really about? What was the smudge on my vessel? What was the blemish on my soul that I was led to clear? And did you do it? The biggest tragedy, like, this life is not to be taken lightly, although really, when you really understand life, and when you understand that everything, when you feel everything to be unconditional love, it is light. But it also should be taken seriously in the sense of like, nobody is sent to you by accident. Especially like in my life, I've never looked for anything in my life. I've never been on a date in my life. I've never looked for a man. I've never looked for anything. I'm just being me, and things come to me like almost like in a sequence. And I give my absolute 1,000%, sometimes too much. Sometimes I give too much and I hold on for a little too long. But I give everything I have to like, did I get less reactive? Did I become more godlike? Did I open my heart more? Did I become less judgmental? Did I somehow love myself more because I saw myself in that person? Like, That's everything. If that's not how you approach a relationship, like, you're just missing the freaking point of life. It's not about ordering what you want, like a pizza, and waiting for God, the delivery boy, to send you your pizza, the pizza that you deserve. It's about polishing the vessel so that you can hold this beautiful sacred energy of the desire that matches your essence. Until you feel whole, you will be attracted to people who have qualities that you believe you don't have. Like, a lot of empaths are attracted to charismatic narcissists because they're talented. They know that they're talented. Maybe they know that they're good at something. I mean, not all narcissists are like that. Some narcissists really like pity, and it's a whole different thing. But at least in my life, I've been attracted to people who had a lot of great qualities in terms of their capability of creating in the physical world, or they had some great talent that I really respected. But I find that when you feel whole, when you fixed your internal relationship, and instead of looking for someone with some quality on the outside, you realize, like, oh, that's a quality that I have that I haven't owned. So my shadow, I haven't owned this about myself. I'm talented. I have a wonderful talent. I'm really good at creating things in the world. Once I acknowledge that and I've integrated what I projected outside of myself, the only thing left to want in a relationship, like, you don't want anything from the person. It's just like you see the person and you're just like, yes, I just want to be with you. Not because you have this, or this. I just want to be with you. I have my talents. I have my abilities. My dreams are supplied by the creator. You're not the vessel for my dreams. You're not going to be the way I get something. You're not going to be my comfort and security. I have those things. I just want to be with you because I want nothing more than to enjoy your beautiful self. That's it. So I think it's a little bit sad when the truth of life, like, I have a lot of reverence for this process of life and the angels that I've been sent. And even though I've experienced some big hurts in my life, and I've been reactive and I've been angry about them, like, at the end of the day, I know what it really is. And I have gratitude and reverence for it. And I could never honestly say, like, that person is toxic. No, that person is who they are, and I met them when I met them because I resonated with them on some level, and maybe I changed and now we don't resonate, and they may or may not still be stuck where they were. But I know one thing for sure: I discarded my toxic versions of myself. The toxic versions of myself, the parts of me that were not coming from a place of either self-love or love of others. I've discarded that. So I just recommend, like, as a message to humanity, like, have reverence for every being that has ever entered your life, and really make sure you got the message and that you discarded the toxic version of yourself that that person was sent to help you discard. Because you can rearrange your environment all you want. You can say, like, oh, well, I'm going to get rid of that thing and I'm going to get another thing, but you're the same vessel, you're the same consciousness. So the screen's going to reflect to you the same thing eventually. It's just how it is. So I hope this is helpful, and I hope you have a beautiful day.